Hello and welcome to this presentation of the Virtual Exchange Project TVAC. TVAC is short for Transatlantic Virtual Academic Cooperation, and it is part of the DAAD-IVIC Change of Perspective program. My name is Alexandra Schreiber. I'm an educator for intercultural competencies, and together with our international partner, Professor Lydia Capireri from McMaster University in Canada, and Johanna Eluardi and Lena Vollmers from Göttingen University, we designed two virtual exchange projects in 2020 and 21. Both projects covered the topics of intercultural competencies and health. One that examines how culture influences the perspective and approach to health in its many facets, and one that features intercultural teamwork and global health issues within the SDGs. With our international partner, we developed digital collaborative formats to foster critical thinking, intercultural understanding, teamwork, and communication skills. The programs ran from 4 to 6 weeks and were either integrated into existing courses or the start for new workshop designs. Students from McMaster University and from Göttingen University exchanged and solved tasks in challenge-based learning formats individually and in teams during synchronous live video sessions and also asynchronously at their own pace and time. Individually and throughout the virtual exchange, students reflected their learning progress by continuously writing a reflective portfolio. They used reflective models that help to structure thoughts and reflections and to build and broaden intercultural competencies and digital skills. Our virtual exchange programs offer a unique opportunity to create and experience meaningful learning moments both for teachers and students alike. The international perspective within the intercultural teams and from the international experts add insight and knowledge to common and new topics and give room for discussions and further thoughts. For teachers, redesigning a course with an international peer helped to create synergy effects to revise and enhance other courses. And for students, it sometimes was the first time to communicate with international peers in a real-life context to solve a mutual challenge. Having the opportunity to broaden frames of reference and discuss even difficult topics sometimes didn't show its benefits until later in the course. Top 3 challenges students reported from their virtual exchange were language, time, technology. Let's take a look at time. Managing different time zones to work remotely definitely added a very relevant aspect to the real-life context of this virtual exchange. Plus, everyone needed to move out of their comfort zones to find time together, meet, and work on the challenges. Technology. Sometimes students reported that in the beginning, some effort was needed to figure out how to successfully communicate within their teams online. To support students on this learning journey, we selected only a few tools and technology, which we then used continuously over the course of the virtual exchange. Thinking about language, there surely were different levels of language proficiency within the student groups, which had an influence on communication and interaction. However, students also reported that despite feeling uneasy at times or having to deal with ambiguous situations, they managed well to get the message across. It seems like it might be more interesting to take a look at the expectations that students and teachers bring to the virtual exchange. Practicing language skills, digital literacies, raising employability are all good reasons for virtual exchange. However, there is another point, which is getting out of and even actively seeking situations outside of one's comfort zone can create even more sustainable learning moments and is actually at the core of intercultural learning. It enhances the ability to manage uncertain and ambiguous situations in a VUCA world. One of the highlights definitely were the students' feedback saying they learned how to think and work differently and adapt their working style to benefit the group. And that they successfully learned about the key competencies of the 21st century. That's really great. In order to support students on their learning journey, we were using icebreakers, yoga, and created time in the online breakout rooms to give everyone time and room to interact, exchange, and to listen to each other in order to test and improve their communication and listening skills. What we found out to be important takeaways for future steps is being transparent and clear about the goals right from the start of the virtual exchange. This includes the mutual learning goals, outcomes, and expectations, and is enhanced via continuous teacher and peer feedback. We have also learned from the initial virtual exchange to improve the second, and by that, continuously learning, reflecting, and improving. This takes time, so an early start to the planning and spelling out in detail the expectations and processes reduces stress and anxiety for students and instructors. One added value of running these virtual exchange projects for students and teachers alike is to experience and reflect on effective and appropriate real-life interactions that are meaningful and relevant, which has high potential to create sustainable learning moments and fun within the intercultural, international, and diverse community. We are looking very much forward to any of your questions and to exchange with you about virtual exchange. So just send us an email or meet us online. Goodbye, and thank you very much for watching.